Are you looking for something to train AFK while playing on your second monitor? Well, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you some of the best AFK training methods in the game that will allow you to train all the way up until the logout timer for 5 of these 6 skills I'll be showing you. And we're going to start off with the first method for fishing and cooking simultaneously. This first method is catching ghostly souls with the bait and switch relic. So there are quite a few requirements, including levels 66 fishing and 66 cooking. You will need the Fury Shark outfit to make this fully AFK. Alternatively, you could use Grace of the Elves with the Sign of the Porter to have it sent directly to your bank, but you will be losing a little bit of GP just for the Sign of the Porter charges. But if you don't have the Fury Shark outfit, that is an alternative. Of course, you will need the bait and switch relic for cooking XP. If you want to do this just for fishing XP, you can do it without the bait and switch relic, but there really is no downside. You're going to get 100k fishing XP plus 50,000 cooking XP per hour if you have the bait and switch relic on. You'll need access to the City of and for recommendations, you'll want the Call of the Sea aura, the best one possible. A crystal rod and fishing urns will boost your fishing XP per hour as well. And so the first thing you'll want is to activate the bait and switch relic. So this means that when you catch fish, it is automatically cooked when caught. So we'll harness that and apply that relic. And from here, we're going to want to go to the fishing spot in the City of so the reflection pool. Now you will need some fishing bait with you and a fishing rod. And the Fury Shark outfit is needed for this method. So it is more of a late game fishing method. But with this outfit, you can change the consume option to consume the fish. And so when we go ahead and start catching fish here, we'll automatically catch, cook them, and consume them so they don't go in your inventory, which makes this method completely AFK. The fishing spot never changes either. So this is an amazing AFK training method for cooking and fishing because you can literally do this as long as you want. You just need to make sure you don't log out. So move your mouse or click somewhere every 15 minutes at least so you don't log out, and you'll continue gaining XP. So for the fishing XP per hour, it is just over 100k XP per hour. On the tracker here, you'll see it says almost 200,000 XP per hour, but I do have bonus XP on right now. So right around 100,000 XP per hour for fishing. And then for cooking, it's around 50,000 XP per hour. So I also have bonus XP on cooking. So about 100,000 XP for fishing, 50,000 for cooking, completely AFK. You can literally AFK this until you log out. So that's what makes this method really great. It's one of the most AFK methods in the game. If you're looking to upgrade your PC so you can do some dual monitor or multi-gaming and play RuneScape on the side, then definitely check out Apex Gaming PCs. They have a July 4th sale offering 10% off any PC that they offer, and this lasts until July 5th. Plus, you can get an additional 3% off your purchase using my discount code SILENCED at checkout. This is a great opportunity to upgrade your gaming PC. They have so many different PCs to choose from, such as budget builds like the Apex Bronze, which has some really nice specs for its price point, with the Radeon RX 6500 XT GPU, 16GB RAM, and 1TB of SSD. There's also the Apex Streamer Plus build, and this PC has a Radeon RX 9070 GPU along with 32GB of RAM. Check out the link in the description down below or the pinned comment, and make sure to use my code SILENCED at checkout for 3% off your purchase. Thank you again to Apex Gaming PCs for sponsoring the video. Next up, we have using cleansing crystals for a completely AFK prayer training method. The only requirements would be access to Prifdness, so there are quite a few quests along with level 75 on various different skills to have access to Prifdness, so it is more of a late game prayer method. You'll also need the hard tier 1 achievements completed. This makes it completely AFK, so that's why you'll need that. And just some info around the method, it does cost around 9 to 10 GP per XP. So that means if you're getting a million prayer XP, it's going to cost you about 9 or 10 million coins. And honestly, comparing this with a lot of the different bones that you would be burying with the burial powder, it's very similar in terms of cost. So it's not that bad of a method for a completely AFK prayer training method. Like I said, it's completely AFK with the hard Tiron achievements, although if you do it without those achievements, you can still do the method. It's just you'll need to click every few minutes. You get plus 20% XP during the Heffen Voice of Seren, and this will mean you'll get around 280,000 XP per hour normally, and around 340,000 XP per hour during the Heffen Voice of Seren. So to start, you're going to want to go to the Heffen district in Prifddinas. It's the very northernmost part of Prifddinas, and the idea is just cleansing this corrupted Seren stone. So first, you will need some cleansing crystals, and you can buy them in the shop here. It only stocks up to 30, but it does replenish very fast, so you won't really have too much of an issue just stocking up on some crystals. The stock replenishes very fast, and you only use around 29 or 30 per hour anyway, so if you want to just stock up and do it for multiple hours, you can do that. Now, like I said, the method is extremely simple. You literally just click on the crystal and wait, and you just slowly cleanse all the crystals in your inventory, and then after completing the hard Tiron diary or the elite, you'll get the quiver 3 or the quiver 4. You'll need to have that equipped so that you'll automatically start the next crystal once one is used. You can also see that I'm wearing the first age outfit for the extra 6% prayer XP, so that's highly recommended, and you don't actually have a boot slot in the first age outfit, so if you want to wear some Silverhawk boots for some passive agility XP as well, that is a great idea. So overall, a really great method. You can do this until you log out. Just make sure you move your mouse around or click somewhere at least every 15 minutes so you don't log out, and you can continue gaining some prayer XP. Next up, we have pickpocketing Dwarven traders for around 1.5 million thieving XP per hour. This method isn't as AFK as all of the other methods in this video, but you can AFK for around 5 minutes, sometimes a bit longer, depending on your setup. There are a lot of requirements for this method. You will need access to Keldegrim and 90 Thieving, as well as the Oblivious perk, which allows you to avoid being stunned at the cost of taking 3 times the damage. You'll also need the Persistent Rage relic active, and the Sticky Fingers relic will greatly increase the XP per hour. Recommendations include the Thieving aura, the Master Camouflage outfit, and the hard arty achievements will also help. The goal is to increase your pickpocket chance as much as possible, because Dwarven traders hit you pretty hard if you fail now. So when setting up this method, you'll want to go to the upstairs of the trading room in Keldegrim, and it's fairly simple. I mean, you'll want to go to a world where there are other players, and so world 84 is the best one to check. There's usually a few players here. World 2 is also another one that sometimes has some people. Now, when you do get stunned by the Dwarven traders, they will deal quite a bit of damage, about a 700 hit splat. So it does deal quite a bit of damage. So the idea is you need some ways to heal yourself. And one of them is having a bunyip. So bunyips heal you for 2% of your maximum life points every 15 seconds. So that's going to be really helpful. And then you'll want to also just try and counteract your damage being taken by having the highest success chance. So some things that are really helpful include the 5-finger discount aura. You'll want to have that on if you can. Having Crystal Mask, which lasts 5 minutes, is helpful. And then also the Light Form Curse doubles the effectiveness of Crystal Mask. If you do have the upgraded Grace of the Elves, that means your prayer won't drain, so you won't have to worry about that. And then I also have the Master Camouflage outfit as well. So now you can just start pickpocketing. Now, the reason why this method isn't as AFK as the others is because when your crystal mask does drop. You'll notice that you get stunned a lot and you'll end up taking a lot of damage. You'll also notice that your health ends up dropping over time, and so that's why you really need that persistent rage relic, because every so often you can just hit the regenerate button and you'll start using your adrenaline and turning it into HP. So that is really helpful. If you do have the enhanced Excalibur, you can use that as well. And then another option that sometimes some people use is the Ice Asylum ability. It actually heals everyone within your tile. So you'll notice that some other people on populated worlds use this and will heal you as well. And so that's why you do want to join World 84 or World 2 where there are other people doing it, because it will benefit you. They'll heal you as well. So that is the benefit there. But alternatively, you can really just activate Regenerate and your Enhanced Excalibur. Unfortunately, the Enhanced Excalibur and Ice Asylum share a cooldown, so you'll have to choose one or the other. But just by using those two simple things, you'll be able to just maintain your life points the entire time. And then with the Bunyip as well, that should be more than enough to help you last throughout this method. Mining also has its own really great AFK training method, and that would just be mining Seren stones. It probably is the easiest AFK method for mining, although there are a few others, like mining the Allay crablets, and then also using perfect juju mining potions along with stone spirits. That can also work, but this method is probably the easiest AFK method. It does require level 89 mining and access to Prifddinas. That is it for requirements. Of course, having the mining golem outfit along with your best in slot pickaxe, being the pickaxe of life and death, that's really helpful, and the mining aura and Taga's core hammer will also boost your XP per hour, and you can make up to around 270,000 base XP per hour doing this method. When I was testing this method, I do have a bonus XP on mining, but I was able to get around 560,000 XP per hour. I do have my clan Citadel boost as well active, so you can see you can easily get that 270,000 XP per hour if you have all of the best in slot gear. This method can also be AFK'd up until the logout timer of 15 minutes, so all you'll need to do is click your screen or wave your mouse or camera or something to make sure you don't log out and continue mining the Seren stones. You'll notice that you get a little bit of corrupted ore in your inventory, which can then later on be used for AFK smithing XP as well. It isn't that AFK as mining the Seren stones. You only have about a minute and a half of AFK time, but you do earn over 400,000 smithing XP per hour. Just regular smithing can also be a great AFK activity. You can AFK the entire smithing skill, and it is very simple. Sometimes you might want to make the burial sets, but if you are looking to specifically AFK, the best item to make is always going to be the boots. These only require 1 bar, but since they don't have that much progress, you'll notice that your heat on the item doesn't decrease enough so that you slow down your progress when completely AFK. So if you are looking to AFK this, you'll want to get a full inventory of unfinished items rather than just one. So you can just drag this slider here and put as many items as you want in your inventory. Preferably you finish them before you move on to doing something else. Otherwise you have to put the unfinished item in your bank and they each take up a bank slot, so it's not ideal. But if you do have the superheat form curse, you will want to turn that on. And since, again, I have the upgraded Grace of the Elves, I won't be draining Prayer, which is extremely helpful. And you'll notice that as I progress each boot, the heat will decrease, but it will decrease to a point where my progression doesn't slow because I have superheat form active. So I'm always progressing the items at the best and fastest progress, even though I'm completely AFK, and I can walk away, and when I come back, I'll notice that all the boots have been fully made in my inventory, and I can just go ahead and make more and more. So this is another really great AFK training method. The XP per hour varies wildly depending on what item you're using, what tier, if it's a regular primal boot or a primal boot plus 5. But it is an awesome method to use, and you can just use it for whatever tier of smithing you're currently on. And so those are all of the AFK training methods that I have for you guys in today's video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button and let me know in the comments down below if you are interested in more AFK training methods. There are a lot of other methods out there that I could show you guys, so if you are interested, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And again, don't miss out on the huge sale on the Apex Gaming PCs, and remember to use my discount code SILENCED at checkout for that additional 3% off. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.